Alright, good evening folks. Sorry for the slight delay there in the start. But we're experiencing some dropped frames for a moment there. Something to do with the internet. Let's hope it does not affect this qualifying session that has gone live. Alright. First one out is Devario Campbell there. And we're going to wait until they're getting around. Nice. Dominic Charles wastes no time. He's all the way at the back of pit lane there. So he's trying to get out ahead. Here's Lanjay Boswell as well. This evening we won't see the likes of Kurt Moss, unfortunately. As Oswin Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, joins us, makes a return here at CSRO after a very lengthy hiatus. And we're looking forward to him dusting off those cobwebs and getting himself sorted here. Not seeing anyone. Who's this? This is Shane Ramdio, a newcomer here. Let's just follow Shane around as he exits pit lane here. Another Guyanese joining the fray. Do let me know how you guys are hearing me over the cars. You know, last weekend it was really loud. So right now qualifying session is on, and I know we said we were going to follow Shane, but let's pick up with Devario. He's going to come around now and begin his fast lap. Devario, no stranger here to the Porsche. As a matter of fact, that is his livery from when we debuted the car last year. And so they've got 15 minutes. They're already down 12 minutes here, down to 12 minutes here. And they've got 15 minutes of qualifying. Devario taking a really good line through that section there. And we're currently waiting to see his sector 1 times. Oh, beautiful camera position right there to get him going up the hill. So far, he is leading the timing chart still here, Devario Campbell. And let's see, he's about to complete his lap here. Comes across the line, Devario. It's a 1:38.915. I think Stephen Pummels is behind him. Stephen Pummels goes ahead, though, is Dominic Charles with a 1:35.741. That was expected. Do not see Kadeem Muhammad as well in the server, unfortunately. So Dominic Charles is going to get, as Lanjay Boswell loses it there into turn 1, goes back into pit lane. Devario Campbell, though, continuing on here. Lanjay Boswell has gone ahead of his countryman now. Then we've got Enrique McLegan, in 4th position. Stephen Pummel is already heading back into pit lane. Christian Rajnat already, did not get to put a time down just yet. Kimani Ismo, but there he goes. Now he gets across the line there with that lap. 1:38.1 does Christian Rajnat. He's got 2.3 seconds separating himself from Dominic Charles. The Vario seemingly going slow out of that turn there, so I'm not sure if this is a fast one here for the Jamaican. As he comes across the line now, he goes third fastest, the Vario Campbell with that lap. He goes ahead of Lanjay Boswell. Boswell back out of pit lane now. Christian Rajnath, does he continue on? Yes, he does. But Oswin Wilson now goes second fastest with a what is that? Don't have my timing chart up just yet. Okay, that is a 1:36.010 there from Oswin Wilson. Heads back into pit lane. He now sits some 2.5 tenths away. Kimani Eastman goes third fastest, but only for a moment as Christian Rajnath takes that back away from him there. Christian putting down a 1:37.136 there to go ahead of the Jamaican. Where is Kimani Eastman? Here he is ahead of the Guyanese now. He's being chased and he's probably punching a hole into the air there for the Guyanese. As he's creating a slipstream, you could hear those tires screaming into that turn as he locks up. Oh no, it was Oswin Wilson who actually went off there. Marlon Wilson also not able to join us tonight. His daughter, his eldest daughter's birthday tonight. I want to say happy birthday to the young lady. And I do hope you're enjoying the day, or have enjoyed the day into the night. So Kimani Eastman, not seen any sector times just yet. Their car is screaming, heading down the hill right there. Christian Rajnath might be in trouble here as the second row fight is on between Christian and Kimani. Kimani looking very strong, coming down the penultimate turn now. Will he go ahead? Or yes, he does. 1:37.0. Christian Rajnath, does he respond? He cannot. But it's pretty close there between the two of them. What a run that was there from Kimani to lengthen that time now against Christian Rajnath. Where's Oswin Wilson in this? Is he able? Not seeing a registered time here. It might be his outlap, but he's pushing really hard here. So I'll just say that it's not his outlap rather, and that he's actually on a fast one here. Ozzy, can he get ahead of Dominic Charles now? Has not been on a rig for quite some time. But can the Guyanese get back into the groove here? Running that car as wide as possible, using up all of the width of the track here. As they climb up the hill now. They're putting these Porsche engines on the pressure there. Comes across the line now, Oswin Wilson. It's a 1:35.948. He's decreased the deficit by some there. Oswin Wilson will stay with him now. Let's take a ride on board. Stephen Pummels with a fast one to put him third now, ahead of Kimani Eastman. Just under 5 minutes remain here in qualifying session. He's got a slow car ahead of him there. I think that's Lanjay Boswell. Ozzy Wilson back in the rig here, and it's almost as if he never left. But Dominic Charles does go faster now, increasing that deficit to half a second here for Oswin Wilson. Lanjay Boswell trying to get some, oh, he's going into pit lane now, actually. Comes across the line. Ozzy does improve here now, but it's only just for the Guyanese. Takes that back into pit lane, but Stephen Pummels with a scorcher to put him up into the front row ahead of the Guyanese now. The Jamaicans must be putting those gunshots up in the air. And I think I'm a bit too loud here on the mic. I can see myself peeking. Mic test 1 2. Steven goes back into pit lane there, just under 4 minutes. Well, actually, it's about 3 minutes remaining here. Where's Christian Rajnath? Davario Campbell, Lanjay Boswell, and Enrique is back in pit lane. Shane Ramdio, unfortunately, not a registered time just yet. And there he goes. He's actually put down a 139. That puts him ahead of Enrique. Enrique did inform us that he will be starting from the back. That's where he wants to be. So maybe that's why he's already back in pit. Oh, he's coming out, actually. And he's actually racing under the banner of Kimani Eastman. They're sporting the same livery out here. Well, not, but of course, they've got different competition numbers here. Oh! Takes that into the wall there, Enrique, but that's alright. Let's take a look at Pommels though. Oswin Wilson back in pit lane. I don't think he's gonna come back out here, Oswin. Mic test 1 2. I'm seeing here that the mic was fine, so let's turn that back up. Thanks a lot for that, Declan. So both Oswin Wilson and Kimani Eastman are back in pit lane. Doesn't seem as though they're gonna make it out. Nope. Stephen Palmer's trying to give himself some space here. Oh, Dominic Charles goes fast to even. 1:35.404 now is the time to beat. Stephen Palmer's giving himself some time here to get a fast lap going. We go on board with the Jamaican now. Oh no, and he's gonna run it really deep there in turn 1. He goes off track. I'm not sure if he can even rejoin from the back there, but that's his qualifying session over. Dominic Charles still trying to go faster here, using up every bit of track there as he can. Thanks a lot there, Declan. And now with half a minute left here in qualifying session, it's going to be this man that comes across the line here for pole position. Trinidadian Dominic Charles has been the dominating figure here at CSRO for the past year and a half. That's it. Qualifying is over. He comes across. He goes even faster, ladies and gentlemen. So 1:35.284. Everyone who is in pit lane cannot rejoin here. Davario Campbell Lance Boswell still on track here. They're still being timed laps. Enrique. We saw him coming out of pit lane here. Maybe with a response to Shane Ramdio. Here he goes across the line, and he cannot respond to the Guyanese. Where's Lance Boswell? On the lap. Oh, but Davario comes across the line. He cannot go faster than Christian Rajnat. Lance Boswell coming around the penultimate turn now. Oh, I think he's going into pit lane. Yes, he is. He's going to cancel that lap there, Lance. And that is the end of qualifying. And that is your look at the pit lane as we get ready to go racing. This man is your pole leader. It's your pole winner, rather. And congratulations to him once more. Welcome out, TSS. Love this track. Yes, it's definitely one on the calendar, and that is beloved. Oh, you can see you're a Dominic fan, huh? Dominic is like the equivalent to Lewis Hamilton at the moment here at CSRO. It's a love-hate relationship, to be honest. No one likes the domination, but they always love to see good racing. And definitely, if he's got someone barreling down at him, such as Kadeem Mohammed, Kurt Moss, all those fast guys up there, he's definitely going to be able to give us a proper show here. Oh, hey, Mark, what's up? Yes, I do remember you. We miss you, man. Should be out here in these cars tonight. They're quite fun. Good night, Nigel P. Welcome out. Hey, if you're new here, have not already, hit that subscribe button and give it a like for us. Really helps out. I just want to remind you guys that this race is
Yo,
for.
Stefan,
Yes, sir.
is there like ballast or something on my car? Because it feels completely different from practice.
Just let me check and confirm. Not supposed to be, though.
There's none. You just slow.
I've been losing about a tenth on every straight, and I'm not really sure what's going on there.
No, not seeing any ballast here for you. Probably difference in, I don't know, temperature, maybe. Did,
Huh,
did,
okay.
did you change the setup of your car too?
No, exact same setup from practice when I was doing the 34s earlier, so that's why I was confused because I was really struggling there.
Yeah, maybe it's temperatures. Also, the wind you have to take into consideration. The wind is 7 kilometers per hour now,
Okay,
and
thanks.
it's actually going across the track.
So skittish you then.
Looking so.
Just to try survive.
All right, guys. Good luck. Have fun. Just a reminder for the new guys: if you see a blue flag, be sure to adhere to it and step aside and let that guy by. That guy is a leader. Okay. Remember, it's a mandatory pit stop. You're free to do anything. Tire change, addition of fuel. Strategy is yours. All right, we're just waiting now. There's usually a 1 minute or so countdown before we get going. And so we've got about, sorry, 2 minutes or so countdown. And we got about 50 seconds remaining here before we get going. And we can see Pelico 1, that is the man Kurt Moss saying, Vex, I ain't on track. Yeah, man, we miss you out in this one too. Definitely would have been a promising one. All right, guys, it's time to go racing here. For some reason, I don't have my lights on the screen, but they're off now. Dominic Charles with a slightly bad start there. Stephen Pummel's already attacking on the inside. Everyone else seems okay so far. 3 wide almost going down. Stephen Pummels, ladies and gentlemen, goes up into the lead of this race right now. And now Oswin Wilson is going to attack Dominic Charles with that pretty bad start here. Lanjay Boswell, unfortunately, we've lost him all the way down. We can still see he's not being able to rejoin here. Oswin Wilson having a look on the inside. He's going to attack Dominic Charles now into that turn. Dominic just with a little bit more grip there and a little bit more grit to get ahead now. And Dominic Charles is on the hunt now, something that we wouldn't thought to be saying here, with him coming off with a pole position there after qualifying. And I really love that Oswin Wilson took a step back there. Oh, Jaden Harrison has lost it. Gets going again now though, Jaden Harrison. Take a look back up at this fight here now. Dominic Charles is pressuring the Jamaican Stephen Pummels. Pummels doing well here under the start, but he runs that really wide now, Pummels. Dominic Charles is going to get ahead of him, it seems. Yes, he does. And now Oswin Wilson is going to try and take advantage of that as well. Rebel from the underground is going to be attacked here now into turn 1. They go 3 wide almost, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Pummels not letting Dominic run away with this one. And now Oswin Wilson just biding his time here. Tavario Campbell up into 4th position now. Unfortunately, we've lost Christian Rajna down the pile there. Goes back into 6th. Kimani Eastman holds on to that 5th position. Stephen Pummels is losing the rear end. He just manages to hold on, does he? Yes, he has. But now that will cause Oswin Wilson to lose some time, and further back they go into Tavario Campbell. Dominic Charles has got an opportunity now to get away, and he does. 2 seconds almost separates now. Dominic Charles with a really bad start there, but he's finally gotten his feet under him. He's already putting in fastest sector times at the 23.5 for sector 1, a 48.4 there for sector 2. And he's going to come across the line there with the fastest lap, 135.486. Now under pressure again is Stephen Pummels from Oswin Wilson. We ride now with the Guyanese. Stephen's gonna run that wide, opens the door there for Oswin Wilson, and he gets by quite easily there, Ozzy. Goes up into second position now. Stephen is struggling here quite a bit to get the grip onto him. And now he's going to have to worry about Davario Campbell closing that gap to him. Here's Davario. So all of these liveries that you see on the cars right now, they're actually custom made from the point when we, Dominic Charles goes even faster there, 135.047. Fastest lap so far of the race here. And as I was saying, so Davario Campbell is actually sporting a livery he would have had last year when we debuted these cars in the single make championship. Now we've adopted these cars to run in their very own series and decided to call it the Porsche Cup. It's actually a mimic of the... Oh no! Davario going really hard there into that turn. I think he wants to turn up the pressure here now for his fight against Stephen Pummels, as we see Christian Rajnath lose another position there. As a matter of fact, let's take you to Christian as we see him fighting there with Jaden Harrison. Jaden Harrison has made that pass, and it seems as though he's lengthening his advantage here now against Christian Rajnath. The Jamaican not holding back here. Definitely running different strategies, of course. And they've all spread out. Let's take a look here at the back. Shane Ramdio is still in a fight here with Enrique McLegan. Climbs up the hill. Enrique still has Lanjay Boswell in his sights as well. But unfortunately, Lanjay Boswell has lost touch now with Christian Rajnath. Ooh, Enrique having a really horrid time there through that first set of turns here. Take you back now ahead. You can see the line forming here ahead of Jaden Harrison. It's Kimani Eastman and Davario Campbell now in a fight. And while they fight, they're going to bring those guys behind them up because they're obviously going to go slower, right? Meanwhile, Dominic is out of here. As Kurt has said there in the comment section, he said Dominic has already checked out. Yes, he has. 6.2 seconds ahead now of Oswin Wilson. Oswin still, though, have not been able to get his hands properly fitted on this car. And so we still expect to see him fighting within the 1 or 2 more races that we've got remaining. Oh, Davario goes into pit lane now. That gives Kimani Eastman, but the pit lane has not opened just yet. Davario Campbell goes into pit lane. He's going to suffer. Unless, of course, he's been given a drive-through penalty or something. I don't see that here through our race director, but Kimani Eastman coming under pressure now from Jaden Harrison. Harrison taking the fight to his countryman for 4th position now. Oh no, Enrique McLegan involved there in an incident, but we cannot look away. Jaden Harrison on the inside. Can he make this move stick? Igemani's gonna come back now on the inside of that turn. He switches over to the outside. He's gotta come off the accelerator because it's a tight left-hander here. And no, Devario Campbell has not been involved with an incident, and Shane Ramdio at the pit exit. I want to believe Devario did a drive-through penalty. He gets going again, Devario, but he's lost so much time here now. Let's take a look back ahead. Jaden Harrison has made quick work of that pass, and he's out of there as well. Where's Stephen Pummels here? Oh, he's getting closer now to Oswin Wilson. Let's ride with the Jamaican. Oswin Wilson seemingly playing cat and mouse here with Stephen Pummels. But you got to remember, it's somewhat of an endurance here with 45 minutes on the clock. They're already down to 33, under 33, just under 33 minutes here. The pit lane will open at the 30-minute mark, 50 minutes into the race. Oswin just staying ahead here. Absolutely love these cars. That's why we chose them. It's splendid here to be used at any circuit. It's diverse in the way you can set it up, and though their real-life counterparts actually have no traction control and no ABS, we are offered ABS and traction control here for the simulated parts. Steven is pressuring the Guyanese here. It's coming around the twisty sections where Oswin Wilson is probably not trying to lean on his tires, so he's allowing Stephen Pummels here just to get close enough to save on those threads. As Stephen Pummels now makes a dive on the inside, as Oswin Wilson makes a mistake. Stephen Pummels goes ahead. Can he hold on to it though? Yes, he can. Stephen Pummels goes back into the second row here. Oswin Wilson. Nope, he cannot get it done. Oswin Wilson is back on his charge here. Stephen Pummels tasting second position for a brief moment there. Neat little battle going on between them. Now he's got to defy the inside line, and Stephen Pummels pulls a dummy on him. And now he goes to the inside. Oswin goes really high there on that one, as now the rain begins to drizzle here at Interlagos. And yes, they do have wet tires. They can switch to those wets. But who will go for it first? Devario Campbell fighting now to get back up the yard. He's now up to 8th position as he just passed Enrique McLagan. Oswin Wilson now, maybe this little bit of damp circuit is going to play into his favor here. Pit lane is about to open here, and they're gonna have to run it smartly. Dominic Charles would have to go another lap here on those slick tires. They do not pit here. You can see the rain coming down now. Stephen Pummel still holding on, still running at the same exact line here that he's ran before. So the little drizzle here is not really affecting his line. A little bit later on the break, Kimani Eastman with an issue now. And you can see the Jamaican having a hard time here. Christian Rajnath goes back up into 5th position. Unfortunately, there's no instant replay for that one. Maybe that part of the track is more damped. It's drizzling heavily now. Let's take you back to that fight up ahead. Interlagos, being Interlagos, we finally see rain here. It has not rained the entire weekend, nor throughout the practice week. As though the slicks are still holding on here, actually. And Oswin Wilson is getting back closer here now. Dominic Charles has now lapped the field, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and McLuggan again with an issue. Where is he actually? Somewhere off track here. Is that pit lane? I think it's the entry to pit lane. He was, yes. He spun there on the entry to pit lane. But he gets into pit lane now. Oswin Wilson just cannot get by Stephen Pummels here. Now at the field, Devario Campbell here in a lonely 8th, coming out of that top 5. Unfortunate for him after a brilliant start there from the Jamaican. And now Enrique McLagan has been given a drive-through for cutting. And Jay Boswell here in the 7th position. Doesn't seem as though the rain is that heavy enough here at Interlagos. McLagan has switched to the wet tires here. Does it have any effect here? I'm not quite sure. Doesn't seem like it has an effect. He goes back into pit lane there, McLagan. I think he might call it quits. Meanwhile, Dominic Charles, yes, that's it, a DNF for McLagan. Meanwhile, Dominic Charles here still seems quite okay with the tires he's got on here. And it's fine though. I don't think the rain is affecting the tires that much. Maybe it's just too hot out here. It's evaporating as soon as it touches the tarmac. There's no accumulation of rain on the track. Dominic Charles surely doesn't seem to have any sort of issue here with his tires. Oh, he misses that turn 1 entry there. But he's got 14 seconds to play with in his hand. Oswin Wilson, meanwhile, is not that far away here from the Jamaican. Ooh, Stephen Pommels has run that really deep, and now Oswin Wilson will have a great exit here. Stephen Pommel struggling now. Doesn't seem as though he's got good grip on those tires. Oswin Wilson having to take drastic action there, and it's been given a cut track warning because of it. Oh, the rear end is getting loose there for Stephen Pommels. Just biding his time, it seems, Oswin Wilson behind the Jamaican here. And now Dominic Charles does go into pit lane here. He gets going again. So I did not see, now that I'm thinking about it, did not see the pit window go live here. It might be an issue with the track as well. We've been searching for very good versions of this track. And there's not quite a lot of good versions out there. That works well. We've come across with a lot of issues. Either the tracks are not 100% looking like the real thing, or at least its current version. And then, of course, there's issues with track limits as well. So we've had to do a lesser of evils here in choosing. So Dominic Charles has taken his pit stop there, but he's now got 4 persons ahead of him who need to take pit stops as well. Dominic Charles has also got traffic ahead of him too. So current leader for the race is Stephen Pommels here, who has been struggling with his tires almost. I'm not seeing it for myself there at Rike Racing, that the pit window is live, unfortunately for us here as spectators. Dominic Charles, Oswin Wilson, and Jaden Harrison goes into pit lane now. And the sun is still shining out here at Interlagos, unfortunately. We've got Oswin Wilson did not set his wiper keybind, so he's just got to depend on the wind to get rid of his raindrops. But of course, when the raindrops get going, another one replaces that one as well. So Oswin with his pit stop there, mandatory pit stop. Stephen Pummels still to pit. We've seen this before. Stephen Pummels pitting quite later. Unfortunately, we cannot see and make out that strategy here for Stephen Pummels. We do not have the fortune of having the pit window countdown at the top there. Oh, there he goes. Stephen Pummels dives into pit lane there. No one else except for Enrique bid for the wet tires, but seems as though the wet is not affecting the tires here. That will have to do with the track as Dominic Charles really takes the lead of this race. He did bind his Christian Rajnath still has to pit here, but he goes now into second position. Oh, he's gonna have to hold it. He takes it on the grass there. He does well to control that car. Stephen Pummels now coming out of pit lane here. Will stay ahead of Oswin Wilson. Oswin Wilson, unfortunately, has not had a good outlap here now. And look at the distance between himself and Stephen Pummels. Jaden Harrison still to pit. Kimani Eastman in pit lane gets going now. Devario Campbell comes around the penultimate turn. And I do believe Devario has still to take his pit stop. Devario, if you pitted outside the pit window, you'll have to do it again. That is to Devario Campbell. If you pitted outside of the pit window opening, you have to do it again. So we do remember that Devario Campbell pitted outside of the pit window just to inform him that he needs to do it again. As it is, Christian Rajnath now is in second position. Stephen Pummels coming around the first turn here now. And I think Christian Scott, if he hasn't pitted already, he's got to do so now. Ooh, Lanjay Boswell running really wide. He's got to watch how he comes back on track. He does so without getting in the way of Christian Rajnath. Might seem as though the tires are able to last here at Interlagos, so I don't think that was a tire change, or even if it was, these guys were running really heavy fuel here at Interlagos. try and get to the end. The pit window should close within 40 seconds time. With Christian Rajnath, he's not going into pit lane here. So that means he's already taken a pit stop. He's up for second position winning here. Christian Rajnath, if he can stay ahead of Stephen Pummel, who comes around the penultimate turn there. They've got the front straightaway to separate them. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison, if he's already taken his pit stop as well, has done well to bring that car up into fourth position. Oswin Wilson is the biggest loser here, unfortunately, as he now sits in fifth position after the pit stops. That's it. Pit window should be closed now. Oh, correction. It's with 5 minutes remaining, isn't it? So they've got under 10 minutes left to go. Oh no, we've got a collision there between Davario Campbell and Kimani Eastman now. And they're fighting it out here. Eastman goes back ahead, but Davario's gonna come again at him. There he goes running the inside. There, Davario Kimani runs that really wide. He's gonna be given a contract warning, and he does give back the position. Sportsman, great sportsman-like conduct there from Kimani Eastman now. Is trying to close that gap there. We can see a cut warnings going to him to take this fight against Christian Rajnath. He's trying to run it as tight as possible. There you see Stephen Pummel's in the background having to come across Lanjay Boswell there as Lanjay's been shown the blue flags. Oswin Wilson is closing the gap to Jaden Harrison there. Oh no, Shane Ramdio has lost it down once again. He's actually 2 laps down. Not bad for a newcomer here. He's got to keep on it. Work a little bit more on his strategies and playing them out, but that's fine. We're here to learn as well. And he's staying well out of the way of anyone else's problems. And trying not to become a problem on his own. Stephen Pummels is the next leader to come across him. He's not that close yet. Goes on the inside, Stephen Pummels gets by quite nicely, but he's got to watch himself as well with Lanjay Boswell. And the rest of the guys coming through now, Jaden Harrison, Oswin Wilson as well. Does well to stay out of the way there, Shane Ramdu. Dominic Charles is opening the gap here. 21.3 seconds now. That guy cannot be stopped. I'm telling you. Who's gonna take the fight to him? And we're looking at this fight now as Christian Rajnat goes into pit lane. Stephen Pummels gets back up into second position. Jaden Harrison is holding on to that third. Oswin Wilson is closing the gap now. And with a bit of traffic ahead of him, ahead of Jaden Harrison, Oswin Wilson is also suffering here unless he's got a different view he's looking at instead of the windscreen. As DeFario Campbell now goes back into pit lane, I think he's had enough there. He's teleported in. Jaden Harrison's got Lanjay Boswell ahead of him. Lanjay, he's not that close yet to Lanjay for Lanjay to step aside, but he is now. Oh, and he's gonna lose to Jaden Harrison. Oswin Wilson is gonna be able to get that position there now, but Jaden Harrison, I think he was worried there about where Lanjay was going to position that car, and he's actually rage quit out of the game. But Lanjay Boswell was showing blue flags here, and unfortunately, I think Jaden Harrison just lost the rear end, man. It's unfortunate to see him go, but that, I believe, is what occurred. Now Oswin Wilson has got that third position in the back, but this man, Dominic Charles, has been outstanding here and once again in dominant form. He's driving the tires off this car, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe the more and more they get accustomed to this cars, the more and more you'll see guys stepping up to the plate here. Obviously, everyone's learning curve is not the same. And so if you make the effort to learn the car and learn how to set it up correctly, you're definitely going to be one to benefit off of that. We've got quite a few guys able to get a good setup here for the car. Dominic Charles included, of course. And we've got Kurt Moss, Kadeem Mohammed also known to get a really good setup here on this car. We've seen great times from Peter Arundel as well, who's unfortunately not been able to join us for the first two iterations here, but he should be for the final two. And I want to take a lap on board with the Trinidadian here. Give you guys a glimpse of a lap around Interlagos. Here we go. A lap of Interlagos. what just happened there? I think, yes, we've lost Dominic Childs
Yo, why
to...
did I just get kicked?
He said ping limit.
Says your ping limit is exceeded.
Jano.
And because of that, some issue that he's having there now with his internet, he's actually been kicked from the server, unfortunately, with just 5 minutes left to go. Now, Stephen Pommels is up to win this race. It's quite unfortunate. We lost Dominic Childs there. So a ping issue. It's not server related because he's the only one who has suffered here. Everyone else is still on with good pings. Those little bars after their names on the timing sheet, the green little bar there that you're seeing there for Stephen Pommel, the little one, not the big one, that indicates their ping. As it gets higher, it gets to yellow and then it gets to red. I was noticing his at red, but I thought it was a mistake. But unfortunately, we've lost him now. And so Stephen Pommels will inherit first position. Oswin Wilson will go up into second. Christian Rajnath is going to get that third position. Kimani Eastman goes up into fourth. Still, Dominic Childs will be in fifth position for the time being, unless Lanjay Boswell can cross where he last was on track. And in that case, with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, he will finish in 6th position, Dominic Childs, if that occurs. Otherwise, Lanjay Boswell will be in 6th still, and Dominic Childs will be in 5th. So, nope, that Lanjay Boswell will go back, will go up into 5th position now, and so Dominic has been relegated to 6th. I do believe that's where he will remain as the sun comes back out here at Interlagos. 2.5 minutes remain here in this race. Stephen Pommel is now your race leader. And just for that's really bright sunshine here. Can these guys even see? Sun is really out here at Interlagos as we're about to wrap this one up, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunate set of circumstances has seen Dominic Childs out of this one and in 6th position as he has had some sort of internet issue that saw his ping skyrocket. That is his latency to the server, and so he's been kicked out of this one. A standard limit of 250 ping is what we usually use, or 250 plus, I believe, is what we usually use. And unfortunately, he's going to lose another position because Shane Ramdio actually is going to come across him there at the position that he last left. And for half a second more, half a lap more rather. It's actually a full lap. He's just come off the third turn actually, goes into the 4th. Now Stephen Pommels He's your new leader, and it's going to be a first-time winner here, ladies and gentlemen, at CSRO. As the timer continues to go down, Oswin Wilson will come in second position. Christian Erasnot third. Kimani Eastman fourth. Lanjay Boswell fifth. Shane Ramdio sixth. Stephen Pummel slowing down. Is he out of fuel? What is Stephen Pummels doing? He knows he has to cross the line, right? Okay, he gets going again. Just gave me a scare there. He's slowing down again here, and he's weaving all around the place. Oswin Wilson. Oh, Oswin runs that really wide there. Well, I think Stephen Pummels was playing chicken. What was he doing there? Nevertheless, he's going to come across the line here, hopefully, in first position. And he's going to get that win. And he is very much elated. Oswin Wilson is going to come in second position. Anywhere after these sets of turns here, please. Thank you. And Christian Rajnath is going to come around to finish it off here in third position. All right, just line it up for me there, guys, as we await the arrival of Christian. All right, Christian. It seems as though we've lost Dominic Charles here now to a ping limit issue. Unfortunate for him. But you did well there to hold on, and your strategy sort of played out to get you back here up into the top 5.
Yeah, it was a splash and dash kind of deal. So I just pitted for the fuel to finish the last 10 minutes, and that was about it.
All right, we did see that one coming. We did think about it as well. All right, good luck. Good job by you there, Christian Rajnath. Oswin Wilson. You must have had a lot of spiders there on your rig to clear off with those cobwebs. How did it feel? Still on the podium after so long.
Yeah, it really feels good to be back right now. Really had a good race with Steven. But the strategy I went the wrong end on strategy, so it kind of screwed me over. But it was a good race.
All right, yeah, definitely. We did see a bit of strategy screwing going on there as Steven exited the pit lane. All right, but good to see you back, man. Hope to see you in a lot more of these races as we got 2 rounds left. Stephen Pummels, first time winner here. Congratulations to you first and foremost. You stuck it out there. You surprised us there in the qualifying session, and it seems as though you've lived up to the hype. Congratulations, Stephen Pummels.
Yeah, man. What can I say? Uh, I think my race was the story of my race was more of not messing it up, uh, coming off of practice, uh, and throughout the week I was like stealing a few laps. To me, nothing seemed special or anything seemed different. So I was really surprised that I was on the you know up with the front runners.
Yeah.
So coming into the race, I was like, all right, guys, knock it off. Throw off the sandbags, so we can actually see what's going on. And to my surprise, it was like, yeah, this is really happening. So I kind of just stuck to my race because I really didn't want to mess up anything. There was a lot of points on the tape to get with a lot of the faster guys off for the week. Uh, so I kind of just ran my race, really. Nothing fancy except for the overtake on Aswin. Welcome back, man. Yeah, so I kind of just, brought it home, especially after Aswin just responded immediately, so that the race was more straightforward.
Most
But yeah,
definitely.
I love this man.
Yeah, well,
That is, you love racing.
definitely, and I can tell the joy, the enthusiasm there in your voice, the celebration. It's finally paid off for you. Congratulations there, Stephen Pummels. And we've seen you improving time and time again, and this is something we've been telling you guys. As long as you stick at it, you definitely come to you. Congratulations once more, Stephen Pummels. As I step away now to close off this stream, I want to say thanks a lot to you guys for coming out tonight. Hope to see you in the next one next weekend. We go racing at Spa. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was our very, I would say, very entertaining one that we've had there. We did not expect that. And for sure, with losing Dominic Charles there towards the ending, and I can tell you he's not quite happy about that one. But it's not on our end. It's nothing that we caused. Unfortunately, he just had a bad internet connection to our server that is actually remotely ran by a third party company. So it's not something that will fall under CSRO's purview that much. Unfortunately, he has lost that connection to the server, and we saw him go there. And so Stephen Pummel is doing quite well for for doing well in qualifying and then taking it all the way here onto the podium at the end of the race. Congratulations once more to the first time winner, Stephen Pummels, out there from Jamaica. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next weekend we go racing at Spa Francorchamps, and I do hear that it's raining this time of the year. So maybe this time we'll have a wet track this time around. You never know. So the wet tires will come into play. Uh, am I talking too much? I think I am. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for following us for coming out tonight and viewing our stream. Go ahead, hit that like and a subscribe button with the notification bell if you have not already. Please do so now, and it really helps us out, get the audience going, and gets the recommendation of videos to pop up there on YouTube. So thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen, for doing that if you haven't already. And see you guys in the next one.
Been trying to change what I've been trying to say. Words don't come straight from my head to my mouth. It's such a shame that it fell out of place. what you wanted.